Hey, what's going on? Steve Peterson, broker owner of Infinity Investments. Wanted to come to you today talking about something that's very, very important, and that is lead generation. A couple weeks ago, I did a video where I talked about I was urging people to go into business, to start a business, to expand their business, because today's May 1st, 2020, smack dab in the middle of this pandemic, and now 30 million people have filed for unemployment. 30 million. That's wild. That's insane. That's crazy. Now, part of that is because this whole pandemic, and maybe that a lot of that may be short term, but 30 million people, what is it? There's like 400 million, close to 400 million people in the United States. 30 million, that's what is that? Close to 8% of the entire population that's filed for unemployment. So check it out, y'all. Now is the time to reinvent yourself. Now is the time to go into business. If you are an entrepreneur, now is the time to buckle down, expand, to move on, to do a lot more business, to just look at things a little bit differently, okay? And so what I said in my previous video, what I say now, a business coach by the name of Bob McComb of Top Dogs Commercial Real Estate told me that you got anybody who's running a business, basically you're actually running 3 businesses within one. Whatever your business is, particularly real estate, right? Most of my videos are real estate, but I'm giving y'all a little bit of business content, okay, for people who want to go into business or expand their business. So anybody as an entrepreneur, you have 3 businesses within your business, okay? And the first one is lead generation. The second one is lead conversion. The third one is the product delivery or service delivery of what you do, the practice of your business, okay? But you gotta generate leads, you gotta convert those leads, and then you gotta deliver, right? So what I wanna talk to y'all today about is lead generation and the top 10 ways that I believe any business today can generate leads. Now, there may be somebody who see this video on the internet, has some innovative way of doing things better. Cool, tap in, learn about that. But I'm gonna give you 10 ways that I see as an entrepreneur that I'm using and that I'm observing, right, for my competitors and then for people who are being successful in the marketplace, okay, no matter what your business is, all right? And so I'm gonna give it to you. The first way I think you should be generating leads, no matter what your business is through video marketing, okay? And I'm gonna segregate that from social media. I'm gonna take that away just because video in and of itself is its own beast. You gotta make the videos, you gotta edit the videos. You don't have to spend a lot of money though. The biggest thing as human beings is we communicate visually more than we do through our ears and other communications. It's through our eyes, through visual communication. That's how we best communicate. So when you put together a video and you get it out there to your clients, potential clients, or your marketplace, you are just communicating better, okay? And I differentiate just video and social media because you can post a video on social media, but then you can also send a video out on email. You can text a video to somebody. You can show a video to somebody. You can post a video on your website. So I say video, okay? That's number 1. Number two, I think is email marketing. Now, depending on your industry, I'm in the real estate business, right? Email marketing is critical, but I think any business can benefit from smooth email marketing, okay? I say smooth, all right? Now, we're not talking about bulk mail, junk mail, spam mail. I'm talking about smooth email marketing. So when I send an email out about twice a week to my database. My database is people who I've met over the years in the conduct and course of me doing business, okay? And or people who subscribe to my website, one of my social media platforms, somebody I called, met, connected with, got their business card. We put them in our database, and then we email out valuable information. What I'll email out are the properties that we have for sale, and then I'll typically email out something about one of the events that we have coming up. I'm looking for more ways to innovate, but I consistently email, and it gets me business, it gets me leads. It's a way of me staying in contact with my database. But you want to be smooth about it. So look into a way to email market your business. Then we're talking about social media, okay? Social media posting and social media advertising, all right? And I put them in one. And there's probably experts out there who break them down. That's cool. But for my purposes, it's social media, posting, and advertising. And I'm not an expert on social media. I just know that you have to be active in social media. What I will give you is this, what I've learned, is you want to pick what's called your pillar platform. Pick your platform where you have the biggest influence, the biggest connection with. And so give you an example. My pillar platform is LinkedIn. I do way better on LinkedIn than I do on Facebook. It's just what it is, man. It's my pillar platform, okay? So you pick a pillar platform and then you go in. And what was advised to me is you have like a 50-50 strategy of organic posts and then advertising, okay? If you don't have a budget, then obviously you can't advertise, but you need to start organically posting information, okay? And as you maybe build up a budget, you can then begin to advertise and target and play around. But you gotta be visible on social media, guys. But what I'm saying to y'all is pick a pillar platform. Be everywhere and be out there, but pick one or two that you can dominate in, okay? So that's social media marketing. Now, SEO, search engine optimization, okay? Been around for years. I'm not an expert on SEO optimization, but I know a lot of people, focus on hashtags and they got this down to a science. A lot of people pay Google, YouTube, to optimize certain keywords there to drive traffic to your website. But understand search engine optimization can be done organically as well, and you can also pay for it. But look into it as an option for your business, okay? Now, old school way, but depending on what your business, direct mail. Direct mail can be very productive for you, okay? It costs a lot of money. It's not fun. It's old school. But like, for instance, if you're in a real estate business, you kind of got to do it because all your competitors are doing it. And particularly for me, I sell apartment buildings. A lot of the clients, man, they may not be on the internet yet, but they definitely get your direct mail. So just understand it's a little bit costly. Okay, so the first 5 that I've outlined here about lead generation, these is what I would qualify as marketing, okay? Marketing. The next 5 are old school ways that I would qualify as prospecting. And the difference between marketing and prospecting as defined by Gary Keller, the great real estate entrepreneur who started Keller Williams, in his book, Millionaire Real Estate Agent, he talks about marketing is something that you do through a system. Prospecting is something that you do physically. Okay, such as number 6, cold calling, dialing for dollars. Okay, in real estate, I would say cold calling / door knocking. Okay, and I'm in commercial real estate, so it's really difficult to door knock on somebody's door in the commercial real estate because typically that's not the owner, that's the tenant. We do a lot of cold calling though. Okay, we get a list of, and I use a system called Prospect Now. If you're in real estate, you might want to look up that Prospect Now. I'll pick an area, a zip code, and I start dialing for dollars. Right now, I have a client active right now. We're selling their 17-unit apartment building in Oakland. They're looking to exchange out. So I'll get on the phone in the area that I'm targeting, and my script goes a little bit something like this. Hi, ring, ring. How may I speak to John? Hi, John. How you doing? My name is Steve Peterson with Infinity Investments. I'm giving you a call about your property at XYZ Avenue. Pause. They say, yeah, that's my property. What do you want? Oh, well, I'm just giving you a call because I have a buyer who's in an active 1031 exchange. Now, I know you're not marketing this building for sale. I just wanted to see if you'd be open to a discussion about a sale if the price and terms are right, okay? That's my icebreaker, and then I go through it. I have a script. When you cold call, you need to have a script, but you want to master that script so you don't sound like you're reading a script. You don't want to sound like you're a robot, you know what I'm saying, down there like that. You want to be smooth with it, okay? So practice your script, internalize it, and have it coming out, make it flow, okay? The next thing, and probably more important than cold calling, is what I call warm calling / follow-up calls, okay? Very, very important. Calls to your database, calls to people you know, calls to people you got their business card, you're following up. If you did some social media, you did some advertising, you got some lead, you got to follow up with those leads. Very important, probably even more important than cold calling. But if you you don't have people to call, it's hard to, you're just starting out, it's hard to follow up call. You got to go get some business. So I also differentiate cold calling from warm calling, but make sure you do it. And if you're in real estate, you got to at least do 10 of those calls a day, at least. All right. Then moving on from warm calling is networking, something that I built my business on. Networking. Going to networking events, going to parties, going to social gatherings, baseball games, football games, Little League, Pop Warner, Snoop League football. It's my league that we play in. But networking is probably your best way to meet people, best way to connect with people. Also online, LinkedIn is social media, but really LinkedIn is online networking. You got to be on there. But network. And it's not so much about giving your business card. It's about connecting with the other person and getting their contact information. And when you're networking, by the way, don't pitch your product there. It's not time for all that. It's time to connect and network. You then follow up with a warm call to set up an appointment or a time where you then can go into your presentation. Key piece about networking, don't pitch on the site, connect, get the info, and then follow back up, all right? Now we want to talk about trade shows, okay? Another old school way, but if you go to a trade show and you get a booth, typically it costs some money, all right? So it's not free, but it's a great way of targeting your ideal prospect, people who are thinking about your type product or service, and you're right in front of them. You got to typically have something to grab their attention and give them a reason to come and talk to you. And what you're doing, if you're doing a trade show, what you're doing is you're trying to collect information from people. A very important way in terms of when you're at that trade show is making sure that you connect with them and then get their info and follow up. Again, don't try to hard close them or pitch them, on the site, at that time. All right. So you got to make sure, that you're doing it that way. Okay. Now, word of mouth referrals, word of mouth referral. I put word of mouth and referrals kind of in the same bucket because you get referrals from people through doing either having a great relationship with people or doing a great job at what you're doing or delivering a great product or service. But there is a science to referrals, and there's a lot of books out there about referrals. And when you do business and somebody's satisfied, it's okay, by the way, to ask them if they know, well, who do you know who might benefit from my product or service? Who do you know who might benefit from getting the same kind of experience that you've had in dealing with me? So you want to ask for referrals, okay? You want to ask for referrals, and you want to build your word of mouth buzz. And the best way you do that is by connecting with people and delivering quality products, delivering quality service, and really, bringing something of value to the table. Okay, so word of mouth referrals, that's number 10. And I got a bonus for y'all. Okay. If you're in the real estate business, something that we call driving for dollars. Now, this is something that real estate investors do, something that a lot of real estate agents and brokers don't do for whatever reason. But if you identify, and this is commercial and residential, identify your farm, your area that you're working, and take a day when you're not as busy, I'd say once a week, and drive around. And what you're doing is you're looking for signs, maybe some rundown properties, maybe a property that is overgrown, or even better yet, a property that has a for rent sign that's not a professional for rent sign, but like a Home Depot for rent sign. That's an owner who's trying to lease out a vacant unit. Might be great if you're a commercial leasing agent, perfect person to talk to. It might be somebody who, if there's an apartment, they got a vacancy. They might be like, oh, I'm tired of leasing out these apartments. Maybe I should sell. But you're looking for opportunities while you're driving around in your farm. It has to be a dedicated area you focus on, and that you can then get the address and look up the property, maybe send them a letter, or maybe if you have a system like Prospect Now, get the phone number and give them a call. So that's 10 ways of generating leads. I gave y'all a bonus one if you're in the real estate game. I hope this is helpful, man. If it is, subscribe to the station, throw me a like. If you don't like it, throw me a dislike and make a comment, talk about me. I'm looking for feedback and I'm looking for engagement. Now, if you're in the real estate business and you're looking for a brokerage, why don't you talk to your boy? Maybe we can do some business. Now, we're based here in Oakland, California, but we're growing throughout Northern California. We love to do business with you. I hope you guys are safe, healthy while you're sheltering in place, and let's go be the change. Let's go lead our communities forward in this COVID-19 pandemic. I thank you guys a lot. Stay safe, stay healthy.